I love the fact that you're working on the diet first and really focusing on the gut, because what frustrates me in medicine is people come in and they don't want to make any changes with their diet at all. They just say, "Oh, doc, just give me the pill. I just want my rheumatoid arthritis to go away." And I say to them, like, it's not that simple. Like the way that we really work on healing is like focusing on the gut and really focusing on the foods you're eating and like all those things. And so I love that aspect about Ayurveda because it's so important for people to understand, and that diet is really the true foundation for health.
Yeah, you can't run anywhere. And I'm not somebody that has like my patients on 20 supplements. If I have somebody who comes in on 20 supplements, I'm like, you're not sleeping well and you're not eating well. So
Right.
let's first start there. And I'm lucky at this point because I went through the same thing when I first started, but now like people really know if they're going to come see me, they're not going to be like, I don't want to change my diet. They're coming to see me because they're like, go ahead, you're the surgeon, like go ahead and excise like all of my bad habits, from my life.
Right. Well, you mentioned liver cleanse on that one rheumatoid arthritis patient. I'm curious what other sort of detox or what's known in Ayurveda as Panchakarma type therapies you use.
Oh gosh. Have you ever gone for Panchakarma, Drew?
I have not, and I really would like to.
But you and your wife are going to have to put that on your bucket list, and I will absolutely help you to find the right place. I really recommend going to India, although there's wonderful places in America also. But Panchakarma is a detoxification theory that is so unique to Ayurvedic medicine. And many people are surprised when they're having it that it's such a powerful detox because it's enjoyable. It's a different series of like different kinds of massages or other types of treatments. Sometimes we're using steam, sometimes we're applying like oil into the nose. There's a variety of different treatments that we use. But one of the reasons it's so powerful is there's a lot of oils often used, and it helps to remove the lipophilic or fat loving toxins from the body. And these are the hardest toxins to get out. We usually remove less than 1% of these a year. And these are the toxins that once they get into our fat cells, they are endocrine disruptors. And even when you do like a cleanse at home, usually you're getting rid of the water soluble toxins. You do not access these. So panchakarma is something that, I definitely recommend for everybody annually if they have a chronic disease, but I do it every single year just as health maintenance. And, we've done studies looking at how panchakarma has removed up to 50% of lipophilic toxins in the course of 7 to 14 days. And I mean, that's just unheard of. And so, one of the fastest ways to rejuvenate the bodies is just getting rid of all of these environmental toxins that we're absorbing through the plastics, through, just all of the man-made or human-made chemicals that we have now incorporated. So it's a profoundly transformative treatment. And if you're lucky enough to include this as part of your overall health maintenance, you're going to reduce the amount of disease that you experience over a lifetime, but you're also just going to age better.
In a typical panchakarma, what would last 7 to 14 days, or is that what would you say?
Yeah, that's typical. I usually recommend 21 days, especially if you're going to go to India. I go, look, you're going to India anyways, but 21 days is there's something about a 21-day cycle, and you've probably heard about this too, but there's something about 21 days where you start to release cellular memory. And so usually like
Mm.
the first week of Panchakarma is all the physical clearing. The second week of Panchakarma, and this is usually when everybody wants to leave because it's all of the toxic emotions and thoughts that come up. And people really start to feel like they're losing their mind a little bit because it's all the stuff you don't want to deal with. And suddenly you're faced with it. And then the third week is kind of like the magical week where, okay, you've processed so much physical and mental toxins, and your body really starts to like pull the herbs that are given in the treatments like deeper into the tissues, and that's where the regeneration happens. So when I go, I typically do 21 days for that reason.